Hello everyone, welcome to this sample of an interactive learning video. Classroom e-learning environment has been our concern throughout our training workshop, and we have learned that digital learning cannot replace but only complement in-person teaching and practical learning in the context of industrial training. We came across these 4 possible learning experiences: off training institution in class, off training institution out of class, on training institution out of class, and on training institution in class. I'll give you this opportunity to be able to describe for us with an example in our training the kind of a learning experience in each of the 4 given categories. Let us now proceed now. When we look at a blended learning environment, we are looking at a situation where learning will be taken face to face in a given period. In some particular context, we'll have content that may require teaching face to face and teaching online as well. We'll also be having a situation where learning can take place full online. In our discussion and deliberation, we found out in the National Certificate Skill Level 1, learning may take place in the first 4 or 5 weeks online, and in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th week, we can have trainees on our training institution for a face-to-face learning. In that case, then we are able to get the blended learning. I'll give you this opportunity to be able to describe how you're intending to implement your unit of learning in the context of blended learning. In-class or out-class activity. We have case 1, where the trainer is in classroom with training. Is this an in-class or an out-class activity? Case 2, we have learners in the classroom. They undertaking a discussion and the trainer is not with them. Is this an in-class or an out-class learning experience? Case 3, we have trainers facilitating an online class. Is this in class or out of class learning experience? Yes. So for the case 1 and case 2, those are examples of in class. In class is a case where the trainee have a high likelihood of getting feedback and guidance in real time. While case 3 is also in class, since the trainee can equally be able to get feedback and guidance in real time. In the context of on training center and off training center, what can you say about case 1 and case 2? In the case of the training center and off training center, what can you say about case 3? Yes, for the case 1 and case 2, this is a case of on training center in class, while case 3 is a case of off training center in class. So in this context, we always find out where is the trainee. Where is the trainee? And is the trainee getting feedback and guidance in real time? We have case 5 where the learner is in the class alone, no teacher, no other colleagues. Is this an in-class or an out-class learning experience? We have case 6 where a learner is watching a recorded lesson while at home. Is this an in-class or out-of-class learning experience? For the case 5, this is a case of an out-of-class learning experience, and case 6 is also an example of out-of-class learning experience. Why do we say the two cases are out-of-class learning experience? In the context of on training center and off training center, what can we say about the learning context of case number 5? Is it on training center or is it off training center? In the context of on training center and off training center, what can we say about case 6? Case 5 is a case of on training center out of class, while case number 6 is off training center out of class. Remember, where is a trainee? So we have been able to do the first transformation procedure from the curriculum where we identify the topic, subtopic, and then you categorize the subtopics or the content either to be out of class or in class. But remember, the focus should be where is the trainee. In that case, we can also classify our curriculum in terms of topic, subtopic, and we try to categorize the content that fits for off training center and the content that fits best on the training center. Once we divide, we'll be able to get off training center out of class, off training center in class, in training center out of class, and in training center in class. We should be able to allow our curriculum to be able to be classified in that manner. And this is a first transformation procedure. As we continue, we learned something about the principles of organizing the curriculum content from the scope and sequence. I would like you to reflect and tell me, what do you understand by scope? Further, I would wish you to tell us, what do you understand by sequence? So scope is breadth and the depth of the content. While sequence is a logical arrangement of the subject matter. We have learned more about information, how we get content from information, and we have noted that the trainee come to a training institution to acquire knowledge and skills and work behavior and not content. Our role as teachers is to link content to enable the student acquire knowledge, skills, and work behavior. How can we link content to enable students acquire knowledge, skills, and work behavior? We do this by creating opportunities for trainee to process content and respond. Creating opportunity implies coming up with learning activity, and the learning activity should be guided by the kind of evidence we would wish to collect as evidence that learning has taken place. Our focus is, let the learners interact. So we have managed to do the scope and sequence, where we identify what will be done in the first 5 weeks of training center and what will be done in the remaining weeks on the training center. And therefore, for the first better part of the term, it's possible to have a full online learning, and the remaining part is possible to have a flipped classroom model that can integrate all-learning digital content within our learning while students are in class. And finally, assessment at the end of the term, and therefore this gives us the blended mode of learning. What do you think about this format, or rather this model, in the context of the unit that you're supposed to teach at NITA? We have come to the end of our learning today. I hope you have enjoyed this interactive video. Thank you.